Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have a wonderful guest on the show. His name is His name is No. He has a name. What's your name? His name is Mr. Oyigboche. What is it? Whatever. His name is Mr. Oyigboche. Mr. Enema Oyigboche. Let's welcome him, please. He's welcoming himself. So we have him here to come and tell us his experience in the labor room with his wife. Well, I brought him here because I was the one delivering a baby. He was there, he was seeing everything. Unfortunately, we don't have a video clip of the experience because number one, it's our first time. We don't get strong mind with that level. We're just trying to be fine, so there's no video whatsoever. But it's going to tell us how it looks, how the experience was, and how the labor room was. As I said in my video where I mentioned about signs to see before you know it's time to go to the hospital. So what was on Wednesday, I had a feeling that baby is coming, and we're preparing to go to the clinic. I was intentionally delaying it so that I won't just rush to the clinic, and I've read instances of when they pursue people back home that it's not yet time. But I was feeling the contractions. In fact, I couldn't sleep over the night. We got to clinic around 6, as I said in my previous video, and around 9 was when I got into the labor room, and 11 baby was out. So I want to talk about what happened between 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock, September 9, 2021.
Hallelujah.
Okay. How do I start with asking you now? So, how did you see me? How was I acting that day?
So before I start, I will say, let me just say the summary of everything before I start going into details.
Okay.
Is that women are trying.
Oh yeah, you see? Now it's recognizing that so we are trying.
Seriously, they're actually trying, and you guys are trying, and I just see, I saw God at work in the life of a human being. One is the miracle of a baby, human growing in human.
Exactly.
Seriously, God is great. Seriously.
Yeah, he is.
And I'll give you.
I gave it to Ale, Baba.
Seriously. Okay, so between, will I say 9?
It was 9.
Or let's start even from
6 o'clock.
The 6.
The contractions from home.
Oh my God. Even the night before.
One of our prayers was actually that the baby should not come at night.
And because we don't have
mobility. Because of mobility issues.
Seriously. So we're saying that
who are we going to call?
In the midnight.
In the midnight.
Oh, Mumio.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so the night before, she was just walking on about, like walking. She would sit, walking. And funny thing, it looks like maybe she wanted to look beautiful. At the point of delivery, because she
actually I glowed throughout the pregnancy. Let them know.
Seriously, I was like, why?
Well, part of that making it air. I said this in my earliest video. I don't know if we've discussed it before. I asked Grace actually that what was the sign that she knew that the baby was coming. She said you just know. But I didn't understand that statement until that Wednesday. I just knew. So I did something actually. I don't know if it actually triggered my labor or triggered my contractions, but I read, this agitation of we want to see the baby, and I was saying I don't want it to clash with our anniversary date, so we celebrate it differently. I already got a breast pump, so I read somewhere that when you try your breast pump on, remember I was trying it from when it came in that day, but I didn't do it for long, so I can't say for sure that it actually caused the contraction because I practically just started when you came in and said I shouldn't force the baby and let the baby be. So I wanted to try that on. So that afternoon, I think I slept afterwards. So when I woke up, I just had this strong in me that reality was coming that day or anytime soon. And I really lost my hair. So I just went opposite us to go and make this normal all back into fine. And I requested for Chicken Republic rice. Potato Thomas Branch. Fine pregnant lady. Yeah, everything. Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Who wants to go to labor room unkept? Uncut. No, please. If you're possible, I'm going a week.
But we thank God. Even from, let me say, when she entered the labor room,
so you are jumping. You said it was start from when we are home.
Yeah, so
continue.
So I've been talking about you going.
Yeah, you said I went to make my hair.
Make your hair. So that night, it looks like my actually doing VG because she was practically not sleeping. She just wake up and then you walk again. You walk as in I feel like walking the walk. so all through, but I had to sleep as because I know that I'm still going to do the major work.
Which is
major work. I see you through the process.
Wait, is that what? Jeez. But it's forgiven. That's was started already.
So I'll start. So I think you woke me up around. Was it around 5?
I think there was a time I left the room. I came to the room.
Yeah. I
was laying down there. I was not comfortable at all.
Exactly.
So initially it started with about 30 minutes, 10 minutes. I couldn't really time it initially. I called my sister. They were like I should time it to know how close it is. So it got to a point that before when I get a contraction, to relieve me, I'll be able to sleep for like 10-15 minutes before I get another contraction. Exactly. But it got to a time that I think it was around midnight, around 11. I was still feeling the heat. So it was as the contraction was relieving me to pick up again. So there was no breathing space at all. So I couldn't sleep again, basically. Yeah.
So in the morning, I had to start. How would I say? We prayed, but the fear was still there.
In the morning,
yeah.
I didn't remember.
We prayed. Those mean that everything will go on well, so well. But one thing about my wife is that you won't know that it's actually happening to her.
Okay,
you won't know the states.
You that part that I have a very high threshold of pain.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever, I don't know.
Let me just read it to you.
I already said this in my presentation. Maybe it was just a middle threshold. But I know that I'm not lazy.
So
I'm not lazy, right?
She's looking like everything is going on well, but when she older, like when the contraction happened to her, like. Oh Jesus, Dami. So leaving that aside, that morning try to look for Uber that will pick us up, try to reach our landlord to get the key to the gate.
My husband misplaced our spare key.
Yes.
So we had to actually go and call him. So and there are a lot of things that I had actually prayed, talked about, like okay, I don't really want the whole street to know I'm going into labor. I just want a quiet one.
Yeah.
We go to the clinic. In fact, just keep this in at the point. I think my mother-in-law wanted to come earlier. I said, I don't want anyone to see me at that point. I just want the, of course, glorious exit you get. So I just made sure that he went to get the key. As he said, I was upstairs. Then later I just went out to the ride.
Okay, so we entered the ride, go to the hospital. They try to check. Even one thing about when we even go for the antenatal, they will say that you are looking so you are looking so beautiful.
Remember that day that I went to the clinic and I was vomiting?
There's something happening to you.
Yes, now when I was vomiting, when I had my paramesis gravidarum and I was vomiting, I remember that they were together.
Yeah.
That doctor came to me and I'm not the one laughing. And I was not able to eat though. I was not feeling fine. But they felt because I was laughing and playing, I'm okay. So I think it's just me.
So, go to the hospital, attended to us. So, we need to see the doctor. He check. I think we need to. Did you break your water?
Yeah, so I think when she checked, she wanted to check how far I was dilated. So when she checked, the blood show came out. that was blood, mucus like blood. I'm not sure if water came out. I can't remember.
They want to rupture. Is it rupture?
Okay, yeah. They said they want to rupture. Rupture something. What did they rupture? I can't remember. They just rupture something and there was a blood show.
I was saying my wife's wait to say. I think Jesus.
Before I even allowed them.
Even before getting to the
hand.
theater. Yeah, to the labor room, not theater. To the labor room, I was like, But that one went.
I think I've been very skeptical about that digging arm. That was one of the reasons why I dig myself from going. Because they keep digging and they don't know how far you've gone. They don't know how putting a whole hand in somebody's vagina. But then the same vagina, that's where the end of the baby came out from.
Yeah.
But it was quite painful though, we gotta do what we gotta do.
So getting to from the 9 years, we got to the theater and then it was actually a different ball game. She was actually going to the restroom to take her bath. They poured on her body. Before you know it again,
She was restless.
She was
Restlessness was the
very
word.
restless, restless. And then getting, so the nurse just got to say, why are you going to take your bath? And they said, okay, because you are taking your bath, you are even delaying.
Did she even mention it?
She said so.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you are delaying you are even elongating the time that baby will come out.
So who knows if I'm not taking 100 uncountable baths, maybe they would have come earlier, like an hour when I came in.
So it was
restless.
I think the one I can't forget was actually when the baby was close. My wife wanted to close her eyes.
No, don't jump too fast. Remember when initially when I was having those contractions, I was actually holding you. I was basically biting his clothes. I wasn't biting. That was nice.
No. One thing is this. I think for I think it's just a learning point for everyone is that at the critical point in your life, what comes out of you is actually what is within you.
Speak.
So,
if,
for instance, you have been full of bad things, you've actually taken in bad things.
Full of love.
Are you getting that now? Definitely. Bad things like curses will have come out. Seriously, because it was a critical point. The pains, oh Lord, you are
was much. So, I was speaking English, Hausa, Igbo, everything I know. Chineke mom, God help me. Hey, Chineke.
So one thing I was coming out was actually confession.
Yeah.
And then even before the time, I mean, when we started the journey, we have this like a board.
We have a board in our room.
We keep writing confessions, keep declaring such. So you could see the impact at that critical point. She was actually confessing, you are blessed. She was very.
Yes, so I'm telling you, remembering now. I was totally confessed. I said, I'm blessed, you can do this. You are strengthened. I don't say I cannot do it. When I go and die, I can't do it.
So she was confessing God's word. Blessings was coming out, and I was like, wow, like seriously.
Grandma, minister's wife.
So I got those points actually critical, and then which I actually cherish and love so much because there's no how things will come out. You can't close your mouth. You must open it, and something must come out.
You have to, right?
So those times went, and then the critical point of when she was actually in labor, like proper labor, it was easy. So the effect of outpouring the water on herself.
I myself can't count how many times I took shower.
I think it's like more than 10 times.
I just keep going inside.
She will sit on the floor. I was like, me, like, okay, I see the hospital as this is not my house. Why are you sitting on the floor?
But I could not control my emotions like that. I could not control myself.
So looking at that, she was actually offering this. She would say I should pet her back. Like, pet her back.
Yeah, I was having a lot of pain. Back pain.
Stop.
This place.
Do it. Stop. On the AC. Hug this. I was like, which one will I do? Should I stay? So she was actually holding my. She grabbed my shit. So it got to a point that I think the baby was actually very close.
The midwife said,
Yeah,
I have to release
you have to
husband
hold yourself.
I have to hold my knee myself like this.
I was like,
and push. I am not even allowed to hold the iron again. That iron is in my hand. So
I even put the bed. Ah, seriously. So it was actually, we thank God.
Hallelujah.
We thank God for the journey. So looking at that, so it's actually, it has been an experience, and I like I said to someone, I said actually for a husband to treat his wife, I think one of the requirements.
Go to labor room with your wife.
Go to the room and see what they are going through. Don't just sit outside and I can't face it. Face your fear. So I was even thinking that maybe they will actually allow me to go out. But they say, you are free. I say, I've been tired.
I was scared.
I was actually scared. It got to that critical point actually. Oh, Shabahanda. I was playing the speed. And when the baby came out, oh Lord. Like tears almost was dropping in my eyes.
Are you telling the camera to video this?
Really? How was it taking? So there was more like a transition from pain to joy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like, what this was.
Me, I was just saying whatever. I said I wanted to. I'm not left though.
I forgot to say that. You said you wanted to even do CS.
Yeah. We'll mention that.
I can't. She said, she's ready to do the CS. Let them come and do it. She can't go through
just because of pain.
This vaginal delivery again and that. They said, it's much. He said, I will pay it.
They said it's 400,000.
He said it's 400,000.
That's how I pay. I don't have money. That's how to pay.
I looked at my wife. I said, it was a critical moment. Actually,
it was just the pain. I was feeling a lot of pain.
Yeah.
The doctor said it was 400,000. I said I will pay. Because he said my HMO, that he has no excuse to give my HMO for CS. So why would I want to CS? I said, just take me there. Remove this baby out. Just open it and remove the baby out. That was all I was just screaming. And I think they were actually using the theater set at that moment.
Yes,
for a CS, should I call it a CS patient. Yeah. But that was not even the case. The doctor said, your baby is doing fine. You are doing fine.
You just need to.
There was a time that I just went off. It was not intentional. I was just weak. Like I was gone. Midwife was calling the doctor. Guy was like, come and see your patient. Oh, she's not responding. Of course, I was fine. I think they even checked my BP. Do you remember? I was fine. But you're calling my name. I was not answering you guys. They said hello. They said when the contraction hits me. They don't need to call me again. I don't know if doctor, don't worry, go, she's fine. But it's actually a lot on its own. It's a journey. Yeah. I just want to explain how the baby came out. Since you're the one that actually saw it. The head.
It was the head.
The body. So I mentioned in my previous video that I had a tear. I was given a vaginal tear to aid. Yeah, the internal was a natural tear.
So that one, it came out actually, and I was like, I saw the head. I was like, wow, this is a whole human being. So it came out, and that actually meant to place it on me.
On my chest. I don't know why they placed baby on my chest. Yeah. They showed me the gender first that they can't get a baby, so there will be a miss, whatever. Then they placed it on my chest. It was even almost slipping away, but I was able to hold it back. So they took it away for cleaning. Yeah,
cleaning up, and I went to go and check so that they shouldn't check my baby.
But if you can look at his baby picture, look at him, you can see that they look alike, even with the thorough. Yeah. The tallness. So that's basically just the labor experience we had. He loves me. He has always loved me, but then I think he loved me more after that.
Yeah, I think I need maximum respect.
Okay, respect. So that was how it actually all went, and it was a wonderful, sweet experience. Yeah. You guys, I'll see you next time on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to see this fine face,
please subscribe.
He's even begging me. Subscribe to his wife's channel, yo. It's not selling ginger too. All right, yeah.